Hello everyone. It's already well known that sugar is harmful to our bodies. In fact, sugar is a dangerous food that can lead to dementia. However, recent studies have revealed foods that are even more dangerous than sugar, shocking many people. These are the foods that we usually enjoy eating, which turned out to be even more dangerous for dementia than sugar. In this video, let's find out about foods that induce dementia and ways to prevent dementia. Glycotoxins, also known as advanced glycation end products, AGEs, are the altered forms when proteins and sugars combine. Foods high in glycotoxins are said to cause dementia. The most common glycotoxin we encounter in our daily lives is in snacks. A large amount of glycotoxin is produced in the process of baking milk, eggs, and flour at high temperatures. The reason why glycotoxins are dangerous is that they neither naturally dissipate nor get excreted from the body. Not only does it create reactive oxygen species and disrupt metabolism to cause various diseases, but it's also associated with diabetes, cancer, skin aging, atherosclerosis, cataracts, and it damages brain nerves, leading to Alzheimer's dementia. According to data on age levels based on cooking methods published in the Journal of the American Dietetic Association, boiled beef contained 1,538 Cu of AGEs, but when grilled, it increased to 10,058 Cu, approximately 6 times. For chicken, it was 1,123 Cu when boiled, but when fried, it became 18,520 Cu, approximately 16 times. For potatoes, boiled ones had 17 Cu, but fried ones had an astounding 1,522 Cu, an increase of up to 89 times. In other words, glycotoxins excessively increase when foods are grilled, fried, or sautéed at high temperatures. Checking the foods with high glycotoxins investigated by the Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York shows staggering numbers. The top 10 dementia-inducing foods high in AGEs are as follows. Grilled chicken thigh is in the first place with 16,668 Cu of glycotoxins. Bacon is second, containing 11,905 Cu of glycotoxins. Besides glycotoxins, bacon also affects stomach cancer and high blood pressure due to its high sodium content, and it generates a carcinogen called nitrosamine when exposed to high heat. Grilled sausage is third with 10,143 Cu of glycotoxins. The skin part of a pan-fried chicken leg is fourth with 10,043 Cu of glycotoxins. The skin of the lower part of a grilled chicken leg is fifth with 9,897 Cu of glycotoxins. Beef steak fried in a pan with olive oil is sixth with 9,052 Cu of glycotoxins. Chicken breast fried in the oven is seventh with 8,965 Cu of glycotoxins. Chicken cutlet fried in oil is eighth with 8,750 Cu of glycotoxins. American processed cheese is ninth with 8,677 Cu of glycotoxins. Beef steak pan fried is 10th with 8,570 Cu of glycotoxins. The problem with these foods is not the daily intake standard but the single intake standard, meaning there is a possibility of consuming more glycotoxins than the above figures in a day. So, what are the ways to prevent dementia caused by such glycotoxins? First is to move after a meal. You've probably heard that lying down immediately after eating is not good for your health. When sugar is consumed from meals, blood sugar rises within 15 minutes. However, if you increase your activity level, metabolism becomes active and the glycotoxin level decreases. When more energy is needed, the stagnant area breaks up, metabolism functions actively, and less glycotoxin accumulates in areas of high activity. Second is to reduce sugar. Not only does sugar itself combine with protein and fat to create AGEs, but a high blood sugar environment due to sugar leads to more glycotoxin production. Therefore, in order to reduce glycotoxins, sugar intake should be reduced. It's recommended to use alternative sweeteners like stevia or allulose instead of sugar. Third is to use cooking methods that reduce glycotoxins. Generally, cheese and meats have a lot of glycotoxins, while fish, vegetables, and fruits have fewer. However, this doesn't mean you should avoid meat and only eat vegetables. There are differences in glycotoxins depending on the ingredient, but the greatest difference in the amount comes from the cooking method. Glycotoxins are produced enormously in dry environments without moisture, which are not acidic, at high temperatures. Therefore, you should cook at low temperatures with enough moisture in an acidic environment. Remember to use methods like boiling or steaming and using acidic substances like lemon juice for cooking. Lastly, consume antioxidant foods. Glycotoxins create reactive oxygen species in our body, causing an increase in oxidative stress that damages normal cells. To break this vicious cycle, you need to reduce oxidative stress caused by reactive oxygen species. Antioxidants remove the reactive oxygen species in our body and prevent oxidation and aging of cells or tissues. Therefore, to prevent the production of glycotoxins in the body and reduce oxidative stress caused by glycotoxins, you should consume antioxidant foods. Everyone, remember the content we talked about today and maintain a healthy eating habit. Please subscribe and like. Thank you.